How do I turn on video? Okay, there you go. Okay, okay. So, hi, my name is Irvin. We have yet to meet in person. My name is Irvin Flores. This is Economics 112. And brief summary of, the presentation about the thing that was given to us. So, first and foremost, we will have to predominantly understand the concept of one person's spending is another person's income. And, you know, generally speaking, everyone who spends money on things that they need, want, and desire. While our spending habits can make us fall into the consumer category without consciously knowing, we are also feeding the producer's profit. A very common way we all choose to spend our money is within the comfort of our own home. For example, there are goods and services that we need or want to keep our household up and running. For example, worst case scenario, your toilet pipe begins to leak and you catch onto the problem before it's too late and call a plumbing company and inform them your issue. And they would then send a plumber to your home and provide the service that you need to keep your household up and running properly. Depending on the company that you choose to give you the service, you will either pay up front or after the service is completed. Now that your service is completed, you end up paying upfront or after the service. So you have now fed your money into this company because they provided you a service that you needed, and you have now moved money from one place to another. So you're spending somebody else's profit slash income. Another predominant example of this can be within, you know, the wide known company called Amazon. Well, Amazon has different entities. They have Amazon Food, they have Amazon Smile, and Amazon provides certain subscriptions for for their target audiences. In this in this example, we will be choosing Amazon Prime. Going back to the scenario of our homes, we may want a certain thing in our households that fits our aesthetics or likings. Most people tend to shop at Amazon to satisfy their desires within their home. It can either be LED lights to set a mood or a certain cabinet that satisfies the customer aesthetic plans. Or it can be things that they enjoy to do. You can purchase, let's say, headphones on Amazon, for example, or a case you might need on your iPhone or whatever device you choose to use. Amazon is a company that makes it easier for consumers slash customers to shop because actively we don't have to get up and go outside, waste money on gas or transit to get a product. Amazon will deliver your desired product right to your doorsteps with little to no effort. The effort that you will have to put in is just tapping on your mobile device and pressing purchase. This consumer's purchase subsequently happen to contribute to the economy, unconsciously or not. Switching over to the term opportunity cost. Opportunity cost can occur in numerous ways, but in this scenario, we'll be using an aircraft manufacturer as an example. Pardon me. This manufacturer is limited on steel, a resource that is finite, meaning that there's a certain amount of steel that has to be used which is not infinite. Infinite means you have a limited. But in this scenario, this aircraft manufacturer is limited on steel. The manufacturer makes the precise decisions to use more steel to make small planes for public airlines, knowing they will be sold immediately than larger planes for wealthy individuals. In other words, they, the manufacturer, will decide to use their steel for smaller planes, knowing that they will get their small profit instantly rather than having to wait around for a wealthy individual who will then give them a larger profit, therefore consciously giving up the opportunity cost. Switching over to the insensitive term, usually occurs in certain times when altering insensitive, either making it more rewarding or less, or in other terms, positive insensitive or negative insensitive. It's possible to change the behavior of people, agencies, and entities with certain policies. For example, the government can control a company or agency or people by taxing them heavily if they keep polluting the air, therefore subsequently keeping them controlled, knowing they, the company, do not want to pay that hefty price and stay profiting. Another example of this can be in the scenario of COVID-19. Arguably, the government rewarded certain individuals $100 per COVID vaccine, while the average citizen saw this as rewarding to get vaccinated with getting $100 for the cooperation. During this time of the historical pandemic, the markets were not efficient towards numerous groups of people. The government had to lead in towards interventions to improve society's welfare. While this separates insensitive and government intervention, subsequently, it had to do with improving society's welfare.